Back here at home in a crime alert, the Monroe Police Department is searching for a wanted 17-year-old suspect. Take a good look at your screen right now. Decarius Jones is wanted for simple escape, according to authorities. And if you know his whereabouts, the Monroe Police Department urges you to contact the phone number listed there on your screen. And that is some news out of your local election headquarters. Governor Jeff Landry is asking voters for help to get more funding for Louisiana teachers. The proposing amendment could pay off some of the debt with the teachers' retirement system. And also, it would give teachers a boost of $2,250 in pay, plus an extra $1,125 for support staff. The Meta AI data center project in Richland Parish is causing some concerns, but this time, residents are worrying about the 5 million gallons of water per day that it's estimated to use. Other areas in the country have experienced drawdowns of aquifers due to data centers, but this site is unique in that the Mississippi River alluvial aquifer is one of the most replenished in North America. That's why Scott Franklin, whose family sold the land to Meta, said the site is one of a very few places in the U.S. where the massive data center could have been built. Out of your weather station, as of 8:06 a.m. this morning, tens of thousands across North Louisiana are still waiting to have their power restored. Now, as we can see right here, this live look at the energy outage map, this is all of Northeast Louisiana, and we're in the red, and the hardest hit area, of course, is Ouachita Parish. That's with over 42,000 residents without power. Now, Jackson Parish has over 3,000 currently, with Richland over at 3,800. So, of course, please check the outage map on Energy to see the latest outages as they are fluctuating throughout the hour. But energy officials anticipate the majority of power will be restored by this evening and the rest by tomorrow night. Well, February celebrates Braille Literacy Month, a method of reading and writing for the blind invented by Louis Braille, who was born in January. NBC 10's Jadyn Maloney went to the Louisiana Center for the Blind to learn how they are keeping the legacy of Braille alive. New details at this hour. March is dedicated to bringing awareness to gambling and gambling addiction. In Louisiana, the problem not only affects adults, but the youth as well. Fox 14's Autumn Ryan has more on underage gambling. Yeah, so definitely something for everybody here. And as you can see, we've just been showing you guys around the whole morning. It's a beautiful place. I love this little part right here. This is the place because it is. And so if people are, watching from out of town, they've never come before, what are some things that you would tell them to, encourage them to come out and get some crawfish? And the women's hockey team scored an impressive victory against Canada. So joining us right now to talk more about the exciting moments from the Winter Olympics is Olympic correspondent Brianna Hollis. So Brianna, what's next for Team USA and what should fans be looking forward to today? Correct me if I'm wrong, those that were affected by Winter Storm Fern, they're able to, tax deadlines, they've been extended, is that correct?
Well, we are still live here at the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, just having a great time. We can't emphasize that enough. We've learned so much and just got to experience so many great things that the Food Bank does here for the Ark-La Mesa. But just keeping those good vibes rolling, we are here with Mr. Taylor Costa. He is the Marketing and Communications Officer here at the Food Bank, and he's just going to give us a little bit more insight about what volunteer opportunities the Food Bank has. So thank you so much for joining us here this morning. So super quick, just to kind of wrap everything up, where can people find different volunteer opportunities?
Foodbanknela.org, sign up to volunteer, create your account. It's completely free, and when you do that, you can see what you can do.
If you found yourself in Monroe, Louisiana over the past few weeks, you may have noticed some slightly skinny friends down Tower Drive. But what exactly are they for besides Halloween?
Well, welcome to Skeletons on Tower 2025. We have had the best time already. I'm so glad y'all are here to get to see what we're going to enjoy for the next week and a half. We have had amazing businesses jump in this year again and support two wonderful causes, the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum and ARCO. Once again, we have just the most creative and amazing stretch along Tower Drive for everybody to enjoy. Youth, young, old, come enjoy, bring your groups and get out and walk around a little bit. It is amazing the talent that showed up this year.
Well, the skeletons won't last, so be sure to get here fast. Reporting for Destination Ark-La Mesa, I'm Jadyn Maloney.
Fine. Everything we have ever assumed about the Upside Down has been dead wrong.
Well, if you haven't watched it by now, you've definitely at least heard about it. The hit Netflix series Stranger Things has had people talking since the final season wrapped on New Year's Eve. But what you may not know is that a Louisiana native plays a key role in the series. Liam Askew is a native of Benton, Louisiana, and says that his acting career began when his sister was working with Landrum Arts, a talent agency based out of Shreveport.
How was it working with these, notable faces like, Gaten Matarazzo and Joe Keery? How was that?
Oh, Gayton, Joe, Caleb, and Jamie especially, they were just like the best people ever. I had so much fun on set with them, interacting with them, and just with the other kids. I still remember it pretty vividly.
Lily is a single mother of 3 sons with unique needs. Seeing their mother strive to continuously be there for others, one of her sons was inspired to do the same.
He sees somebody on the side of the road. Hey, Mama, let's get it. It's okay. He has taken his allowance money and literally has spent it on food for others. He has donated all his old clothes, his old toys, his shoes to people, whoever needs it.
Open through New Year's Eve, Rudolph's Rink started just last year in 2024. The rink, purchased by Homeland Bank, now has a 12-year lifespan, something that Mayor Hannah Springer says all started out as just a small idea.
It started out as a dream. I mean, we saw a few places that had rinks before and thought, what a fun thing. But in Louisiana, of course, we couldn't have real ice. So we contacted a company out of Fargo, North Dakota that brought their rink. They had this great rental price. We were like, you know what, we'll try it and see how it goes. We had such a huge success last year. 22,000 visitors came.
Make your way to Columbia soon, as Rudolph's Rink is only open Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m.
Everybody that you meet has some type of personal connection to St. Jude.
That's
Maybe
right.
they know somebody, or they've had someone in their family, a close friend of theirs, go to St. Jude. And so I know we kind of already briefly touched on it just a little bit, but I guess what would be both of y'all's kind of personal connection to the St. Jude Dream Home campaign?
I was a senior in high school. We won't say how many years ago that was, but
okay.
I was a senior in high
okay.
school. And I had a very dear friend of mine get diagnosed with leukemia.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go to St. Jude's. Unfortunately, he did lose that battle, but he was very close to us, and St. Jude's was very wonderful to him. Our oldest daughter is actually named after him. So This is something that is very dear to my heart.
Yes, it's a sweet story too. All of our sponsors, everybody that we've interviewed, everybody that we've had the privilege of talking to, because everybody's answer is different, because everybody's story and connection is different. So if you could tell anybody watching, your why in reserving a ticket, either one of you, both of you, I do want to hear from both of you. Why would you tell them to reserve a ticket?
When you think about it, giving back is the best way to continue to pay it forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that reserving a ticket helps the mission, it helps the families, and it's truly the best feeling that you can do with somebody that hasn't had to go through that, or benefiting a family that has.
Right.